Okay. So, uh, okay. So next thing is we have already seen that the batch. Okay. So CQLSH. So batch is basically the multiple statement we can run in a batch, and they will be running the SQL statement one by one. So we can define the batch. Okay. So then we apply the batch, and then we can see the result of the batch by command. We can check the by select star from table. Yesterday we seen that. Okay. So here, if I select my key space and show select star from AMP. Okay, so this is the table, right? We worked. So next is how to update the data. Create data is like an insert statement, and update statement same like I want to update like particular city I want to, and salary I want to update for employee ID too. So I can run the statement and then I can see here the result. Okay, so the SQL statement. So then I can do select star from table. Then I can see the result. So I have employee ID 2. I modified MPCT Delhi. I set it. Okay, so I set it and the salary 50K. I set it. Okay, so very simple, like just simply select star, like we can set command, we can set. Okay, so this is the update data, read data, select queries, we can do the read data, and delete is data, like we can delete the record. So delete from table is there, but any particular like a column value I want to delete, so I can do by column value name. If I do delete from, the entire row will be deleted. If I do this, it will just make it null, right? For record ID null, it will make it null. So particular value you can make it null also. Okay, so delete command. If you do delete from, then the entire record will be deleted. Okay, this is the same SQL, right? We can do. So if I check the select star from EMP, so the third record is deleted. This is basic CRUD operations. Okay, how can we do in Cassandra? Next thing is a SQL data type, right? So there is a different data types are there. So this is the Cassandra query language data type, but three different collection type is there, right? And this collection type is like we can store the data as a collection, because Cassandra doesn't have any relationship. So we are using a collection data type. So collection data type, three collection data types are there: list, map, and set. List can take the duplicate value, more and more ordered element, and map is a key value, and set is a unique key value. Set is a more element, but it is unique values. Okay, so now if I want to create any particular type of collection type like list, so list type I will choose like this. So I'm going to create a one table data, and I'm inserting record. So first I'm creating a table with collection type email. So I can insert more than one element like in the collection. So I'm adding it two emails in that. Okay, so I can, if I want to, so when I form the data, So I'm getting the list of emails. If I want to update the list, so I can email plus, so one more email ID will be added. So it will be look like this. So set is the unique elements I can add. So here I'm using phone number. So phone number, like I'm creating a set type. So I'm creating a set type of collection item and I'm inserting data. I'm adding two phone numbers. So, but set is allowing the unique. Okay. But list you can add more than one. Okay. Same duplicate you can add. So when you want to, if you add a new one, suppose you are updating your table with the new one, right? Okay. So when you have, so this is your set and so you are going to add one more phone number in your set. Okay. If you try the same number, okay, if you try some existing one, suppose you are, so now if you check data 2, so it is showing these three. If I say I'm adding the same number, okay, I'm doing insert. So I'm doing insert into one more record. So if I, my set is when I'm doing this insert statement. So earlier three values were there, right? So it is not basically it is overridden with the new one. It is because if I want to add existing set, so I have to do like this plus operation like this. Then only I can add multiple values in the same collection. Okay. But I'm trying to insert a new and with the like it is overriding in the existing set. Okay. So that is doing okay. And another one is a map, right? So if I'm creating a map type and I'm saying here map is key value pair, where is actually here is a text type because both are text type. So this is not a timestamp type. So if I'm going to create a map of like text type, right? So when I say map of text type, both are key value pair text. Okay. So this text type data. So we can create data 3. This data 3 is created, but there is no data, right? It's a table is created. Now I'm going to insert data. So I insert data. So key value pair, I can write the data. So here is the relationship is basically, so basically the relationship is like embedded relationship, like collections are stored in the table itself. So we can have the collection data type. Okay, next is in the Cassandra is a user defined type. So what is the use of the user defined type? If I say I'm going to create a one my custom type, right? Right now you are creating all the primitive type, right? Text type, pin type, okay, like in type, text type, okay, collection type, right? But if I say if I want to create my own card type, so if I say if I create a one my own custom type, create type I create, and I specify my values, so what will happen, right? I can use this card for the different like I can attach this type to the table, because when I'm creating any table, I can use this particular type. So I say, okay, I have a two cards, right? Card one, card two. So I say card detail type is a my card one, and card two is my card detail type. So so I don't need to use these properties from the scratch, right? If I'm using, like, I have to scratch, like I have to use it in my table. I don't want to use in my table. Okay, instead of using in the table, I'm just creating a separate type, and that type I will define, I will attach with my table. And once my table is associated, so this is just first how to create your own custom data type. So if you create a type, you can alter your type, and you can rename your type, and you can delete your type. Okay. Or you can describe the type, right? Okay. If I say describe types, so how many different custom data types you created? Suppose I say one is a card type is there. Another one is a address type is there. So address type, you have the address field are there, like city, streets. Okay. So different types of types you can create. So you can manage your types here. Okay. So let's see, first we create a simple type. Okay. So when I'm going to create a type, so I have to decide what the properties I want to keep it in my type. So even this type, you can change it, right? Suppose you say you want to add a new field in your type, you can alter type. So alter type will allow you to, suppose, I mean, right now email ID is not there. At later point of time, you want to add the email ID. Okay, phone number is there as well as email ID also you want to keep it. So you can add in your custom type. So that is basically alter type. So once your type is created, after that, you can use this type in your table. Okay. So first we are going to create a type. Now, once a type is created, you can say describe types. So describe types is showing the list, right? And if I say describe type and type name, so specifically this particular type properties you will know. Same like a describe table, table name you gave, or describe key space name you gave. So this is giving your create type command, right? You can see your how the type is created, what is properties of your type. Okay, so these are the things, like if you want to alter type, suppose in the alter type and then you want to add email, just you do this one, alter type. Okay, and now after that, now you again check your describe type name. So now you can see email is added. So this is simply related to rename, means like some already existing field you want to change email to mail, right? So just alter rename method, rename is there. So you can rename, or if you check it, then your email is changed to mail, right? Okay, so this is a very simple method. Okay, how to add, I suppose if I create a table and now I want to use my custom type, I want to add. Okay. Okay, so I have already seen this example. So I'm directly telling you this example. This is the address one, because the same like a card is there. So same way you can add, like, but I'm showing you the employee one. So this is my employee. Okay, employee address, right? So I'm saying my card type employee. Okay, so first, this is all same things, right? We have key space and this. So I'm creating a one type, and how I'm going to use the type in table. So I will create a one new table and I will use the frozen, and I will give here the type current underscore address. Okay. So I'm just simply going to create a type. I'm not going to add a EMP here. So I say simply current address. This is my type. So if I create this type, if I create my this type, okay, now I want to see describe all the types, describe types. So I will see two types are there. Okay. Now I will create another, like I will create a table which is has this particular type. So I'm going to use one table, and this table I'm using current underscore address. This current underscore address is a type here. Okay. So this one is the name of the your field. Okay. So this one could be anything, but here you have to choose which type of field you want to create current address. So instead of giving a int or text, you are giving your type, but you have to give frozen. Okay. So here is your table is created. Okay. So once your table is created, now it comes like how to insert the data. So now data insertion. So whenever you are inserting data for the current address field, so you are inserting the JSON data, right? Like house number, city. Okay. So this is the, I'm inserting data. One way is you can insert the data like this way, or you can define the direct like insert into JSON type, or you can say here is a simple insertion. You are doing the table fields you are saying, and here whenever it is coming current address, then you are adding a JSON type record. Okay, JSON record you are adding. So this will be populating your data. So when you write data, one record, this is second record. So whatever you don't want to give, suppose you say, I don't have this particular address, something is missing. Okay. So if I say in this address, okay, house number, city, pin code. Okay. Okay. So I'm not entering the employee ID. So employee ID is, I'm not giving it again, right? You see the current address, there is the employee ID is the one field in the type, right? But I'm not giving, right? So if I'm not giving, so it will be setting it null, right? It is basically because employee ID is already I have here, right? So any field, if you don't have, you can. So now if you check the table, select star from registration. So you can see here employee ID is coming null because you didn't set it. So you can see your all types, all fields of that your custom type values are set, right? Okay. So this is like how to insert data in your particular type. Okay. How to make associated your type. Now, if I say, if I want to delete this table, so if I drop table, so what will happen? Drop table registration. I think you should ask to delete the type. Okay, so delete type is not deleted, right? So describe types. So this table, actually table data we drop, then okay. First, we create. Okay, if I drop this, delete this, drop this type, will it allow if I, because my table, my, because this type is associated with my table. I have not dropped the table, but I say I want to drop type and okay, this is the error I want to show you. So you cannot drop, see, table you drop it because table like your type is not deleted, that is fine. Okay, drop, right? But table can be dropped because table is independent of the type. But here, when you're dropping the type, so because your this type is associated with table, you cannot drop. So first of all, you have to drop all the tables. You have to detach, right? Okay, you have to either drop this field, you can drop the field, or you drop the table. Okay, then only you can drop the type. So when I drop the table, okay, when I drop the table, now I'm going to drop the type. Now it is aligned. Okay, so it is clear. So basically the table you can drop. Okay, okay, so with because type is still there, not a problem, because this type can be reusable, right? So type can be used at multiple tables. But if you have if you are directly dropping the type without dropping associated table, or the type you have to remove, right, from the specific tables, then only you can do. Okay. Okay, so this is all commands. Okay, now I'm going to show you the Spark integrations. So how to use Spark integration. So first of all, I will be starting the Spark PySpark shell. Okay, so this is the Spark shell. This is Scala one. Mm, so we have to start the Spark. So So I'm starting the with minus minus package. So what is the next code here? So I want to read a data frame, right? So I want to like this way I can read the data frame. Restarting. Host space. So what exactly the syntax is needed? The syntax will little bit change, right? Because here we are providing the option property. So we have to change here because when we are connecting to the Cassandra, right? And we are going to read the data. So we have to pass the properties, right? So they are saying they can pass into the Spark session also. You can set your options parameter like connection, host, and this one, right? We can pass, right? Host, port. Okay, so these properties we can pass. Okay, or otherwise directly we can do like this. We can do. So here I have to read the data from some table, right? So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to define this is a table, and the table is my EMP table, key space is tutorial point. Already here. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, the voice has gone. Okay. So, if I check my data dot show, so the this is the same way like generally we do in Mongo anywhere. We need a parameters, right? We need parameters to connect a specific table and key space. Okay, because my Cassandra is running in the local host, so URL is not needed. If we need it, then we can provide the option for the host, right? You seen that here. Here, sometimes this host property. So this way we can add host also. Okay, if it is not connecting, but by default it has taken, right? If you see the same data, what is there in the Cassandra. So I'm getting here the data, right? So if I want to write this data as the data frame to the table, right? I want to create some new table. So I can write a data frame as I can data frame dot write dot mode, and then I can write the data. Okay. Sometimes some issue comes, so we have to use the confirm truncate. So some error came, so that is the reason I created. Okay. Actually, I did in my one batch PySpark code. Mm, It is also Scala. Okay, we can find the one. Okay, so data frame, this all transformation things you can do. If you want to write, just we try this way. Okay. So changing syntax is not a big deal, right? If you know the parameters, so you can change. So for the writing data frame, so suppose this is my data, I'm going to write in the same key space. Let's see it is creating table or no. Sometimes it's complaint for the creating a new table. Okay, so say table is expecting. Okay, table it is expecting. So like I create one empty table. So this is EMP table data, right? EMP table. So EMP table. So already EMP is there. I create another table like this T2. Oh, to run here. Okay, so now I have to this once a table. I think some issue is creating query. Okay, use. Okay, table is already created. Okay, now okay, some more error. Okay, so whenever you are getting this error, so actually your durable write is false, right? By default in the database. So when we created a key space, so we should create a key space with the durable write. Okay, then this issue will be resolved. In this one, you add one more parameter. By default is By default, the durable right is set to true. Let me set. Okay. By default is it is created. Use. Okay, some issue is coming. So when you do this with the durable right, okay, pause, and after that you run this command. Okay, I will give the instructions. Okay, then you follow that one. Yes. So yes. Okay, this two table is created. Durable right property. Okay, I'll check it and tomorrow I'll tell. Okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you.